ago, I had a stable job at one of the largest banks in my home country. I had my own team, I had a career path, I had a team, and I had my routine. I knew that I had to go swimming 3 times a week, 2 times gym, and I had weekends planned for my friends. So I know who I was and what we were doing. Then I got Fulbright Scholarship, and I said yes, and I left everything behind. Here is what nobody tells you what that actually costs. I wasn't living a bad life, I was living a good one. I had a team, which I respected. I had my own friends there, and I had an opportunity to climb the corporate ladder to build up a better career. I knew everything around me. I knew my city. I even had my favorite grocery store. When you apply for Fulbright, nobody asks you what you are living. They all care about where you are going. The biggest shock wasn't the weather or the food or the loneliness, though all of them hit hard. But it's this fact that you are going from a professional career to being a student without salary. In Georgia, I was someone. I had a title, I had CV, and um, I had resume that other companies cared about. But when you move to America, you move with your name and surname and your visa status, and that's all. You build everything from scratch. There is no history, there is no work experience, there is nothing you can brag about or be proud of. No one cares about the experience that you had before. And what's worse is that the system doesn't wait for you to adapt. The moment you arrive, you have to figure out the housing, the insurance, the banking, your university classes, and everything all at once. The water tastes different, the food doesn't taste like home, and you realize that people are friendly but on surface level, and their type of friendship is completely different from what we are used to. So you end up being lonely, you end up being stressed out, you end up being isolated, and all these comes all together. Now, I'm not telling you to scare you. No, 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 no. That's not my goal. I'm telling you this because when I was searching information on YouTube, I found these fun videos how it's like to go from the airport to your city center, how is your campus life, and all the fun stories. But I couldn't find any story that would um, prepare me for being alone on Tuesday night after classes and fencing, that I would sit at my apartment and I would look at my 2 year ago pictures and appreciate those memories because I would be isolated and living in loneliness here, even though I have very good social skills. I'm not telling all of this to scare you. No, 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 that's not my goal. This all happens. It's not only me. I have talked with many other international students here in the US, so it's part of everyone's story. But the coolest thing is that when you come here without your past experience and where no one cares you everything, this is very good test to really figure out who you are and what you bring to the table without mentioning your history. I'm proud to say that I'm a Fulbright scholar and I became a TEDx speaker. And right now I'm working at a startup and I'm building things that I wouldn't have imagined from my desk at Tbilisi. All of that happened because I had the courage to leave everything behind. If you're sitting somewhere right now and you feel afraid to apply for Fulbright or any other type of scholarship because you don't know what you will have to leave behind, I'm here to tell you that yes, the fear is real because you will leave things behind. The question isn't about whether it will cost you anything, it will. The real question is what you are building, whether it's worth the price. And And the only way to figure it out is to leave everything behind and start building from scratch. If you want a breakdown how to apply for Fulbright, how to write personal statement, study plan, I have created a free guide for that, and I will leave the link in the description below, and I will pin in the comments so you can watch and use that guide. And if you have ever really made a decision that cost you everything, I want to learn about that.